welcome. My camera quality is gonna get better than this. I just had to film this on my phone because my camera died before I could record it. So I'm just gonna record the intro on here. But if you wanna see how I got my hair like this, then keep on watching. Also, I wanted to let y'all know that I started a Poshmark, and I see a lot of YouTubers are like selling their wigs that they don't wear anymore. Like this one, I might sell this one, I don't know. But I'm selling the refurbished wigs and stuff like that. So if y'all want to see like what wigs they are, and like if y'all want to purchase them, I'll take the price down like a lot. But there's only one because I'm out of business, so there's only one. So if it's gone by the time you watch this video, then I don't know. But okay, let's get into the video. But the camera quality is gonna change because I use my camera to record this, and right now I'm using my phone. But yeah, so it's gonna get better. That's great. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, the first thing you want to do is just get your wig cap and put it on your head. It's better to have your cornrows braided into one another or bobby pin in so that they are all together and they won't be showing out of the wig. Next thing you want to do is you want to get your scissors and you want to just cut a hole inside of your ear, very small, and gradually make it bigger, and just make a hole around your ear so that when you free spray your hair down, it's gonna stay. I just do that on both sides. Next thing you want to do after that is you want to get your free spray, your blasting free spray, and just spray it extremely close to your head so that it doesn't go every which way. I've seen that helps. Basically just spray it extremely close and then do it in sections. And then you want to take your blow dryer and you want to just dry up that section that you just sprayed the free spray on. And y'all, I was today years old when I figured out that if you blow dry your hair upwards, your lashes won't start falling off. So, and basically what you want to do is just go around in sections and just free spray each side. I like to hold a rat tail comb on the side of my head so that it like lays flat. After that's fully dry, the next thing you want to do is just take your scissors and start carving out the wig cap from where you glued it. I like to cut a piece in the middle, then cut the side tabs, because you will feel a little bit of pressure when you start to cut the front because you're pulling from each side, like the wig starts pulling from each side. So I just get the side tabs afterwards so that I won't have any lifting of the glue or the gel. Then I just cut all the little tiny pieces off so I can get all the threads out. I'm so happy I finally got scissors because the razor was not doing me any justice. But yeah, you just want to get all those extra threads off. Then I didn't show it, but I got my Got To Be gel, the actual gel, and I just put it on the outer edges of the wig cap so that it can lay down flat. And I just do that all over my head. And y'all, ignore that piece of wig cap that's just sitting on my eyelashes. That's the problem with having big eyelashes. You don't feel nothing. But then you just want to dry that up, make sure everything's dry. Then you take a foundation or concealer that matches your skin tone, and you just want to put that all over your head. And then also you want to put it where you're about to part your hair, which in my case is the middle part. And you just keep blending until, you know, it's not a big residue. That's what it's looking like. This wig is from VSHOW hair. You get wig caps and a little card and an elastic band. I already pre-plucked this wig. It came plucked already, but you did have to do a little bit more plucking. I bleached the knots and all of that. But yeah, after that, you just put it on your head. And then start to adjust on how you want your wig to look. I do this all the time, y'all know this. Y'all, this hair was super cute. Like, it's really, really sleek, and I really like that look. I've never really had straight hair like that. I usually get body wave, but this straight hair was like bomb. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the ear tab, and I know that's scary for a lot of beginners because you really don't understand how to cut it. But the best thing I can tell y'all to do is just follow your sideburn pattern. So I have a lot of sideburns, but I don't like to cut them all the way off. So I basically just follow my sideburns, and then once I get to the back of my ear, I carve around my ear, not too far up so that you don't cut any wefts or anything like that, but just to get the excess lace off the top of your ear. Alright, after that, I just flip the wig back, and that's when I start to glue. I get my ghost bond, and I just make little tiny circles really close together, and I just start to spread it out afterwards. And I take the back of my razor, and I just push everything downwards. And it's very thin, so it dried super fast, and you want to make sure your layers are thin. Another thing, if you do spread out your glue too far down, it is okay to move it with your fingers, mostly your fingernail, but make sure you're super fast in moving it so that your finger doesn't get stuck. But yeah, it's better to have it all in the right place than for it to be all over the place and there's glue residue everywhere. And I don't really worry about my sideburns because I stopped gluing them with Ghost Bond and started doing something different. I'll show y'all that towards the end. Alright, now you just want to take your blow dryer and put it on the cool setting and just dry up the rest of the glue. But my glue is pretty much dry. I don't know how because it was super hot in that bathroom. But next thing you want to do is bring your wig up over your glue. I put it a little bit farther ahead than my glue so that if I do have to cut excess lace, I still do have a realistic looking hairline. I do one side at a time. Just make sure when you're putting your hair down that you don't smush the whole wig down into your head. If you focus on one side at a time, the other side is less likely to slide down and stick on as long as it's not stuck to your head already. Then I just take my rat tail comb and I just comb it into place and make sure it's all set in there. And I just do the same thing to the other side, put it a little bit ahead of the glue. Then the next thing I do is I take my freeze spray and I just freeze spray where the hair is and start to brush back so I can give it that sleek look. This also helps melt the lace in because it's not just gel, it's also glue pretty much. People say it's not glue, but it kind of is glue. And it just sets everything in place as well. So I just do that around the perimeter of my hair so it looks more realistic. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my head wrap and just wrap it around the perimeter of my hair so that it can lay down and melt in. I had to get out that bathroom because it was getting real hot. The light was real hot on me. I usually let this sit for about 15 minutes so that it can set in a cool area. If you're in a hot bathroom, please get out that bathroom because it's not gonna set. So yeah, I had to leave the bathroom and let everything set in. But the hair, I was just showing y'all, is bomb. Like, the hair is super silky, it's super soft. I just really like this hair. I didn't think I was gonna like it this much, but I really do like this hair. I just went in and flat ironed parts of the wig, but it really didn't need any flat ironing because I had already flat ironed it maybe a few days ago before this, so it really didn't need any touch-ups. Then after that 20 minutes is up, I just take off my wrap and I see that it's set in, which is great. Now the next step is just cutting the lace. So this part, you want to get a razor, but in your case, you want to get a good razor. I didn't have a good razor. You just want to go in an up and down motion with the razor that you have, so that it can create a jagged edge. But like I said, I didn't have a good razor. I tried to find another one. It worked a little bit better, but not that much better. But it should go by a lot smoother if you have a new razor. Basically, you just want to start cutting around the perimeter of your lace, but you don't want to cut too close to the glue because you will start to lift it and it will start to smudge and all of that stuff. And I don't glue my ear tabs down with Ghost Bond. Oh my God, I can't get more words out. And I don't glue my ear tabs down with Ghost Bond. I'll show you how I glue them down in a second. But yeah, you just want to cut the rest of the perimeter of your lace. And it doesn't have to be perfect because you're still going to go in with your scissors afterwards. So next thing I do is go in with my tiny shears and then I just cut out the extra lace to where the glue is. You basically want to cut all the lace that isn't stuck down. So if you see it coming up, go ahead and cut it off. And this part takes a little minute because you do want to make sure you get all the extra lace off so that it looks more realistic. And be very careful when you cut in so close to your head because it really is extremely easy to nick yourself. I did it like multiple times. Yeah, I ain't no expert. I did it multiple times and I accidentally not cut myself but just pinched my skin a little bit too much. But yeah, you just want to make sure you're being safe with the scissors. This step is not a step to rush at all because you want to make sure it looks as good as possible. Alright, now for the ear tabs with my girls with the sideburns that don't really want to cut them. I just freeze spray it on because I know how hard it is to get Ghost Bond out of your hair. I see a lot of people just gluing it on. I really cannot do that no more. Like, it really starts to mess with my hair. So I just freeze spray the end tabs on and they seem to stay. You might have to readjust it maybe after 2 days. You might have to glue it back on, but that's really no hassle rather than trying to get it out of your hair when it's time to pull the wig off. So I just dry that down. Next thing I do is just pull out a small row of hair to start creating your baby hair. I don't like middle like middle part baby hair, but that's just a preference to me. I only do it if I absolutely have to. I just like the sides, pretty much, like 2 side layers of baby hair. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day, but basically what you want to do is just pull out a thin row of hair and then start to play around with it and see how you want your baby hairs to look. I always play around with it before I cut it so I can see how the baby hairs are going to look. But after I get that, I just go ahead and take a clip, a banana clip or whatever you call it, and I just pin my hair back and I clip off the baby hair and make it short, but I don't make it too short because I want to make sure I have enough hair to do what I want to do. And if I need to cut more, I'll just cut more. But the one thing I still don't have in this video is the mousse because it still hasn't came in yet. It was supposed to come in yesterday, but who knows? It's still in Texas, so it's not here yet. But basically, I just took some gel and a brush and just started sculpting out my baby hairs. I realized my baby hairs were too long for me, so I cut them in a waterfall motion, basically shorter towards the middle and getting longer towards the sideburns. And I just started playing around with it and cutting it and making my baby hairs. If y'all want a detailed video on how I make baby hairs, then I will do that for y'all. But for the sake of this video, we're focusing on the wig, so next thing I do is I just take some powdered foundation. In my case, I took powdered eyeshadow to just match up the lace with my skin tone because this lace was transparent. But I'm just doing that to match the lace with my skin tone and cutting off any extra lace I see. I had realized it was getting real hot in the bathroom, so I had to leave and do my baby hairs in another area because they were not gonna set. But I ended up finishing them in my other bathroom, my sister's bathroom. But they came out pretty good. I did go in and fix anything I seen wrong with the wig, just making little touch-ups. But then what I do is I take my blast spray and I just slick up the front part so it looks more like a hairline. And then I just hot comb the top so I can get it super flat. And I go in and comb the baby hairs out, and just to make them look a little bit more natural, a little bit more messy, so that they don't look stuck to my head. Then as I'm doing that, I just go in and style the wig with flat ironing it, but it's pretty much already flat. I just do that just to make sure everything's in place. Then when I see the little flyaways or whatever, this wig did have a few flyaways, I just take some freeze spray and just basically put it over the top base of the head so that everything will lay down flat, but make sure not to like rake it through the hair so that it isn't stiff. Just put it on the top of your hair. Then I keep going in and fixing anything that I see wrong with the wig. That just goes for any wig. Anytime you install something, it's never going to be perfect the first time you do it. You have to keep playing with it. So I do that a lot. Then you just need a little bit of oil sheen. I was gonna put it in my hands at first, but that really wasn't doing anything. So then I just started putting it on the tops and the perimeter of my hair, but make sure that you're not putting it throughout your hair because this oil brand tends to really get oily. I guess that's what it's for, but still it'll make the hair super heavy and super stiff and dense, so you don't want to do that. But I just keep playing with the baby hair like usual, like I always do, because, you know, everything's not perfect on the first try. Cutting any extra lace I see just to make it look as real as possible. Then I just go in with my powder foundation again, and I just make it match my forehead. So everything looks seamless, everything looks super natural. Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'm going to fix up my makeup and stuff so I can stop looking like a bum and show y'all the finished product. Alright, you guys, this is pretty much the finished look. This wig is from VSHOW hair. I'll leave everything down in the description box. Let me know what else you guys want to see on my channel. I will let y'all know anything y'all want to know about hair and makeup and all of that. And I will catch y'all in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.